TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok. Jason, it seems as though the coalition's sort of saying maybe if the US does this, we should ban it too. What do you think?
Yeah. Look, I think it's absolutely something that we should look at. And I mean, on a broader subject, Tom, not just talking about TikTok, but eminent scholars like Jonathan Haidt and a whole bunch of people behind him are linking the use of social media by teens and preteens to the decline in mental health among those age cohorts. I think there's a broader discussion.
I don't think that'd surprise people. That goes beyond TikTok, doesn't it? I mean, what do we do there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ban it? Isn't that becomes sort of parental responsibility and school responsibility? But beyond that,
well, I think, and I know that Pat and I suspect you would be too, Tom, and who knows, we might even get Chris Minns on this Unity ticket if we're not careful, would say that we've really got to empower parents somehow through legislation to give them more power over use of social media by children. And I'm not just saying this because I'm being, because I'm old and it was much better in my day. True. I'm saying this because the research on this is incredibly compelling around mental health problems that teens are suffering right now as we speak.
But how do you legislate that? I mean, TV came along. People said it'll probably be bad for children's brains. It probably still is. A lot of stuff on screen time. But how do you legislate for that?
Well, I mean, going to the book, I forgot who wrote it, but Bowling Alone. Pat will know who wrote that. They made that point also that television had a negative impact on socialisation in communities. And we know that it has. And social media was kind of meant to reverse that. Instead, what it did was it allowed people to be... And it might even be little things like you can't go on social media and be anonymous. So we do know that on Facebook where people aren't...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean around legislation. We're nearly out of time, Slash, you're already over and I'm in trouble. Pat, your thoughts briefly on this?
Well, firstly, I do agree with Jason that we need to be really vigilant about the impacts on all members of society when it comes to social media. Once you dive down the internet tube, there is a lot of wild, unregulated content, people asserting that they are experts in the areas that they indeed are not. I do share those concerns about the impacts on what it means for young people and their mental health. I back parents to make those decisions, and I'd encourage parents, to always be having a conversation with their children about what they're seeing on social media. And when it comes to your broader question, Tom, which is what you want me to get to, which is around the existence of TikTok here in Australia, we'll continue to take advice from our security agencies. We'll monitor what's happening in the United States. If the security agencies give us advice that we need to act upon, we will do that.